So, welcome back to my channel. It's been so long that I have not uploaded anything. I've started my internal medicine training in Northern Ireland, and it's been a couple of months. I'm working. Well, there are a lot of things that is going around, but yeah, let's get dive into this topic of IMT 2026 webinar. I myself, Dinesh Raja, currently an IMT trainee in Northern Ireland. I have completed my Master of Public Health MBBS back in Armenia, and I have 2 years experience in India. So the main objectives of this video are why to apply only IMT, what are the things or components in the checklist, what are my IMT recruitment experience, and whether IMGs can directly enter into IMT training. Is it doable? Yeah. So these are the components of this video. So talking about the IMT recruitment, few things have changed compared to the last year. The major thing that have changed is commitment to the specialty. So usually, back in the years, the trainees, whoever want to do different sort of training program, they apply for many of the specialties. So now they want more commitment towards specialty because IMT is something going to be long time, like 3 years of medicine specialty, and then higher specialty of like 4 or 5 years. So it's going to be a long journey, so they want commitment to specialty. Hence, what they have done is those aspirants who are only applying for IMT, they will get 5 points add on. So that's the major change that has actually happened. There is no update on whether they close the door for IMGs directly applying for this IMT specialty. So it's straightforward. If you have any queries, please go to IMT Recruitment 2026 website and then you can read the change. So when we talk about IMT itself, there are a lot in the checklist. First thing is unique applicant to IMT. Second is postgraduate experience, presentations, publications, teaching experience, training in the teaching, and QA projects. So there are 7 components which actually will weight your score. So you can always go to the IMT recruitment website. You go to the application scoring component, and then you can see the menus, and then it's all self-explanatory. You will have to give a couple of more reads. Just you won't get it instantly, but then you have to read them for n number of times. Who can apply? It has to be GMC registered doctor with 2 years of experience. Doesn't matter whether in the UK or anywhere. It's anywhere in the world, and who has got crest form signed. So crest form, there are no new changes so far. So I assume the last crest form updated was 2021. So it's still the same. They haven't made any updates on the crest form. So you can still download the form and then get it signed. You may have queries and doubts regarding crest form. You can always look into any YouTube videos. I think there are a couple of good YouTube videos on crest form, how you can get them signed. The other thing, my IMT experience, right? Um, so the recruitment experience was quite rough and tough, because the first thing that broke me was my non-training interview. Uh, so I couldn't make it in the non-training interview. So then, in a week time, I got shortlisted, but I wasn't very happy because I really wanted to do a non-training and then the training. Unfortunately, I'm sitting here, but yeah, last year my score was 20 out of 30 for shortlisting. So for average score for IMT last year to get shortlisted was 16. However, few people had 17, but you need to really write up your application strong enough for you to get shortlisted. So just you claim the points and then you won't get shortlisted. You need to really, really write up well the supporting evidences and the statements in the application so that you can get shortlisted. Last year there were totally 9,000 applicants. Just imagine the competition. So they really want to cut down the numbers, and um, they want more commitment to specialty. So probably this number, even though it remains the same, um, someone who's going to only apply for IMT will stand a better chance. And then out of 9,000, nearly 3,000 plus candidates got selected, I mean shortlisted. And then I got the crest form signed from India. Opening for the new IMT recruitment will happen October 24th this year. So you please keep updated yourself with the IMT recruitment website. Go through them over and over again. Um, so you need to know the prerequisites, and please read them a lot of time. Don't please fall for rumors. Last time I had a lot of anxiety regarding the rumor of they're going to shut the door for IMGs. They're not going to rank you on the basis of you're an IMG. So don't fall for rumors. Do not go to Reddit and then read anything there. Facebook groups are good at times, but then make sure there will be racist comment and stuff. So just don't bother them at all. Always follow the official news, wherein like IMT recruitment website or GRCPTB website. So those informations are reliable, not the rumors in Instagram, LinkedIn, or anywhere else. Whereas there was new update saying that they will have a separate Scotland itinerary. So usually UK is consist of England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. So now they're saying that Scotland itinerary will be out of it, I guess. And they said we will know future updates in the due course, and we have to wait for that. So the number of seats vacant are 1,650 something. If Scotland is gonna go out, probably hundreds of seats will be out. So your competition will become tough in that case. But nevertheless, you'll have to fight for it. So my guess is for this recruitment, when last year, after all the chaos and rumors and stuff, GRCPETB website, I saw an update saying that they won't take the BMS draft seriously because they want competent doctors from across the world, because training is something they look into, and they want to make consultants at the end of the program. So they really want competent doctors from UK, from across the world. So my guess is they won't shut the door for IMGs anytime soon. However, just make sure that the things on the plate are adequate and right, for that you claim the score, get shortlisted, and prepare for interview and get selected. So my challenges during the IMT recruitment, it's just a roller coaster ride, where after failing non-training interview, I had to sit for a month, where I quit my job. I sat for a month. I collaboratively worked with a lot of doctors across the UK. I got candidates, aspirants from Wales, Scotland, and England. I collaborated with them to prepare for the interview. I sat like from 6 p.m. to 3 a.m. I worked continuously for a month. Still, I got, rank in like 2000s to 2085. But I feel like I need to put so much effort into it. So that's my case. But it is different to different people, different to different individuals. So it's obviously your way of presenting yourself in the interview. Um, so despite your score in the application, it won't work for the interview. So how much ever you score, it doesn't matter in the interview. So just keep it in mind. Your scoring is separate from your interview score. So that's a big challenge there. After that, when I started the training, the challenges that I face, one big thing is the cultural shock. I moved into a total new world. I live. So that's funny because in India, used to hear a lot of sound noises. You get to meet a lot of people and greet them, and stuff. Here it's quite the opposite. It's a parallel world where no noise, no chaos. It's just you and then figuring out your life. So that's a big cultural shock for me, to be honest. And learning the NHS way of working. Well, I did clinical attachments, and then I directly came into the training. At times, I feel quite overwhelming. Certain scenarios, certain situations to overcome, but Eventually I'm getting better. Slowly I'm getting good feedback from the registrars, consultants, but sometimes it is intimidating to go through all these things. But yeah, and medicine training is all about your portfolios. You need to really really build your portfolio strong so that you get a good outcome in your ARCP. If you read about the IMT curriculum, which is very essential for your interview, which you will eventually read about. But yeah, portfolio is the key here. It's just not working and then passing exams. It's about cumulatively working in different aspects towards the career progression. And major thing I face is the rapport that I built up, and then to maintain the relationship within the team. So if you are working in an IMG friendly environment where your edges, your colleagues are like IMGs, you I personally feel you get more support, where they would appreciate, they know the struggles, they know the reality, and what you go through. Sometimes to mingle with Brits, the whites, it's a bit challenging, but yeah, I'm slowly again getting there. Two other major difficulties were the accommodation, to find a place, to completely move in. So Northern Ireland is totally a different entity from the rest of the UK. So it's okay, but it's not as friendly as in England. But it's a very beautiful place. It's very calm. It's so nice. It's just that the difficulty of getting accommodated, of accommodation, and then to get accommodated, and then the transport. Currently, I'm in the Belfast, so I don't face much of a struggle to commute, but I eventually have to rotate around in different trusts and hospitals. So when I am moving there, then probably I think I'll have to face certain problem with commuting. So I eventually have to get a car, which I am actually planning on. And then for that I need to get a license, exams and stuff. So that's a bit of work there. The pro sides of working as a trainee or in the NHS is you work within the time, and then you hand over. You have your personal time, like you at least sleep for some time. Back in India, I used to work for 24 hours and plus, where you just expect to work, 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 and then less flexibility with timing and leave, which is a very good thing, I feel, because although you work back to back like 12 hours 13-hour shift, which is overwhelming with the patient load, but you get the flexibility of going back home, taking a rest, taking a nap, and then looking after yourself for some time, and then going back to work again. But yeah, the other thing I like is the annual leave, study leave, sick leave. So you get to look after yourself. You know, I don't know. Someone who worked in the NHS probably might feel differently, but for me, I worked in India, and then when I come here, this feels totally differently. Um, and then the remuneration compared to India, my salary was like nothing in India. So this is a big jump in my career, and I feel so good about that, to be on a positive note. So the fears, ultimately is to fit in the environment, because as a trainee you are expected to commit yourself and then to share the responsibility, to be accountable on certain things. Yeah, and also finding friends is a bit tricky. You can find friends, I mean, your nationalities and people, but problem is everyone is kind of busy and stuff, so it's really difficult that way to find friends. And the evolving anti-immigrant sentiments, which uh, I don't have an idea for now, but it's evolving there. So it's a bit of a fear of it's gonna go down the line. But ultimately, NHS without immigrants, without other nationalities, it's not gonna function. But I don't know why those sentiments are actually deep rooted now. But I can't give an answer. But yeah, that's a reality. Other things are like the MRCPs. I haven't given part one, part two yet. I'm preparing for part one, and it's been really, really challenging, to be honest, because the commitment to work and my personal life, and then to plan for exams, managing all those things. So it's a bit of a struggle and hassle there. But yeah, And also the personal life, although we get to take care of yourself, sometimes it's a bit tricky to manage your personal life, as you have moved to different country, different environment, and the cultural shock, and yeah, the responsibilities that you share. So yeah, that's an overview of um, the IMT 2026. So there were a few questions that I got from the webinar, which were very, 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 useful. So one thing about application scoring, so you need to write up your application really, really strong, because sometimes you won't be shortlisted even though your application score is good. So strong, evident application write up is important, certificates and feedbacks. So gathering evidence is very important. So before you get shortlisted, I mean, before you can apply for the IMT application, this window period you need to really work on the evidences. So you go through the IMT recruitment website, you read all those things, and then get things right. Get evident certificate from the institutes that you actually worked. That's very important. So the catch here is they won't actually ask for certificates and evidences to upload it in the Oriel. So Oriel is one other website where it's only for training. So NHS jobs, track jobs are for non-training. So similarly, you have Oriel for training. So that where you get to see all the training applications pooled, and then you will see all your achievements there, like shortlisting, long listing, and success in the interview, and then job offer. So if you don't have an Oriel account, please go and open an Oriel account, go through the settings and the interface to get along well. But yeah, saying again, gather evidences accordingly. If you have any queries, you can drop it in the comment. We can have a chat. Feedback forms are important for teaching. PPTs are important for quality improvement projects, and yeah, things like that. So yeah, that's a very concise video on IMT 2026 recruitment. I'm happy to be a part of this. So I struggled during my recruitment, so I really want help. So whenever I got time, I will definitely reply to all your questions and queries. Please do comment your queries, and can always get me through the Instagram or LinkedIn messages. If I'm free, definitely I'm gonna reply back. But if not, please bear with me. I'll take some time to reply. All the best, guys. You guys got it, and I will be keep updating myself what's going on, and probably the next video will be regarding interviews. I'll also conduct a webinar to understand where we want to work on. Let's do this, and see you. Bye bye.